The Soviet officer lay in the pile of dead men, a corpse's leg covering his face. The Germans fired wildly at the Soviet soldiers' bodies, a ruthless check to ensure no one was left alive. Fortunately, the officer dodged every bullet. After the Germans retreated, he crawled out, nervousness overwhelming him until he vomited. He carefully inched out of the body pile, and that's when he spotted two Germans. In a building across the street, he grabbed a rifle from a nearby corpse, steadying his breath. He was about to pull the trigger, when a voice suddenly spoke beside him. The recruit warned him, firing randomly would give away their position. The officer glared at him and pulled the trigger anyway, but the gun was empty. His hands trembled as he tried to work the bolt. He couldn't steady them. At that moment, the recruit crawled over, took the rifle from his hands, and skillfully worked the bolt, sliding the only 5 bullets left into the chamber. He handed the gun back to the officer, telling him to wait for an explosion to fire, a way to hide their location. Then he turned to watch the Germans. The officer lifted the rifle, aiming, but the Germans across the street kept moving. He glanced at the recruit beside him. His glasses were smudged with sweat and blood. The Krots had even started showering, only their heads poking out. A tiny, difficult target. The recruit saw his dilemma, and asked for the rifle. Just as he adjusted his position, a jeep rumbled up, dropping off 3 more German soldiers. Pressure mounted. He had only 5 bullets, and now 5 enemies. Every shot had to hit. At that moment, the officer was accidentally spotted by the Germans. He hastily ducked for cover. Suddenly, an explosion boomed. The recruit didn't hesitate. He fired, taking down the bald German officer. The others didn't notice. He reloaded smoothly, aiming again. The Germans looked up, curious about the blast. The alert one sensed danger and rushed for cover. He fired a 3rd shot instantly. A crowd on the ground reached for a grenade. He raised his hand and fired a 4th time. The last German sprinted for the wall. The recruit stood, lifted his gun, and aimed. All 5 bullets found their marks. The officer beside him stared in disbelief. This was no ordinary recruit. He was a Soviet A sniper. Do you know how many enemies he killed? In the Second World War,